That was it. 500,000 views later. Ton of bolt-on mods. And it's gone.
A lot of memories, but
Lots
just like
of memories.
that, it is gone.
That was our biggest set of memories over summer, was the Toyota Camry.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, my brother-in-law had a Toyota Camry, and he's like, hey, let's mod this thing. So we had a good time modding it this past summer in 2020.
We took it as a joke completely at first,
right.
Like an exhaust system on a Camry, and it sounded amazing.
Yeah.
It sounded really good. But it kind of blew us both away, and then when that video kind of took off, we were like, why don't we just do a little bit more to it?
Yeah, let's put a cold air intake, let's put lowering springs, and let's tent this, and let's tent that, and black this out.
And you guys absolutely loved it, and I cannot thank you guys enough for the support that we got. Just having fun with that thing. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a build. It wasn't necessary. It was just
having fun.
Yeah, it was just putting some go-fast bits on a Toyota Camry.
I would say we were enhancing the experience of a Toyota Camry XSE V6.
And I truly do think that made the ultimate daily driver.
Yeah, so what this video is really about, though, is selling a car on Carvana, which is where the Camry ended up going, believe it or not. We listed it for about a week, and then my brother-in-law got the itch hard. He's like, I gotta get my new car. This thing's gotta go. So let me tell you about Carvana here for a second. I've been using it for kind of a car buying tool, because what I've found is you take your car to the dealership and they give you trade-in value. A lot of people still use Kelley Blue Book, which is an absolute joke.
Kelley Blue Book's pretty bad.
It's a joke. There's still some private parties that are sticking to that.
Let me give you one quick example on Kelley Blue Book when I was shopping for my car. And this car. So this car right now on Kelley Blue Book is within $9,000 to $12,000. The bank would not give me a loan for more than $11,000. Where these are selling right now for around $20,000 with the mileage that this has.
Right.
So that's just an example on how Kelley Blue Book is so off.
Yeah, or another example on Kelley Blue Book is if you use the trade-in feature. For example, you go to a dealership in Kelley Blue Book, the low is $40,000. The dealerships nowadays are playing this game, well, that's not what it sells for at auction. What it sells for at auction is $37,000, so that's what we're going to give you.
I would like to say quite quickly, your chest looks really screwed up, and that's his microphone.
Oh, yeah. Hey, little guy. So, anyways, what I'm finding is you go to a dealership as my microphone goes down my shirt. What do you think that sounds like? What I'm finding is you go to the dealership, they offer you $38,000 for a $40,000 car, right? Kelley Blue Book is $40,000. What I'm finding is Carvana is giving you closer to what a private party value is on Kelley Blue Book, or a high trade-in value.
Yeah.
So a typical dealership, I'm just using an example here, is going to offer you $38,000. You go to Carvana, they're going to offer you $40,000. Now you could very well sell that car for yourself for $42,000, but that takes time, energy, and can be pretty annoying.
It can be.
So my whole point is I have found that Carvana is giving a very fair purchase price, and it could have to do with COVID prices, lack of inventory, or their whole computerized process is just that high tech that they know how they can turn cars around. I
am curious to see what the Camry gets listed for. I've been watching Carvana, but we ended up listing the car for sale for $36,000.
$26,000.
My bad. Numbers up. I listed it for $26,000. Had no interest in the first week, and then Carvana took it for what?
$24,300, I believe it was.
Okay, and we were listing it quite high. Yeah. I said OBO. I was expecting $24,000 to $25,000.
Yeah.
So I had it listed high for negotiation room to make people feel like they're getting a good deal.
Right, and this was a Camry that had a bunch of mods and crap on it, and of course you don't get that money back. However, my whole stance to my brother-in-law was, hey, sell the car to Carvana for $24,500. Now, if they happen to have a car, then you get the tax credit, and that's a benefit. You're over the $26,000 you're asking anyways.
Yeah.
But that's not where he got his car. That's just a sidebar. But it's like, take those wheels off that are brand new, sell those for $1,200, $1,300, give it a deal for someone else, take your tuner off, sell that for $300, take this off, sell that for $100, and you're back over the amount that you were willing to accept.
The wheels are selling tomorrow, about to list the D3 tuner, so yeah, this is going to get us more than what we wanted for the car, and The other thing that I forgot to mention, what is it like selling a modified car to Carvana?
It really was nothing. So Carvana is very simple. You go into it, you click your VIN or your license plate, it registers your car.
Yeah.
If your car has some additional options, like in this case the Camry had the panoramic roof, it had all the driver assist packages, it had the JBL sound system, so it had check marks for that, and that does affect the price with those additional options. And from there, you put the mileage, you ask some simple questions like, do you have 2 sets of keys? Are there scratches? Are there dents? Is there any check engine lights? Are the tires? You know, very basic questions.
Yeah.
And then instantly, you get a price, and they stick to that price as long as you're not hiding something. So it's a very simple process.
What was the walk around like when they got there to check the car out to pick it up?
Yeah, so you hit the for sale button, you get that price, it's locked in for, I believe it's 7 days. It might be 14, I don't remember for sure. But within 48 hours, the car was gone if you proceed with it. So they contact you within 24 hours and verify stuff. You send them pictures of the title. There might be a few more complications if you still have a lien on the car, but Carvana will take care of all that paperwork. Essentially, you set an appointment for when your car is going to be picked up, and the cute little Carvana truck shows up to your door. And they, in the COVID times, come with their face mask on and a spray bottle of sanitizer, which was kind of a joke to watch. You opened the door and sprayed it in the car, and that magically killed COVID. Go over the paperwork, did a very generic walk around, making sure there wasn't any obvious body damage. And from there, you sign papers, and he essentially loaded up the car. He took some photos for it, and I would assume their process starts immediately. What's interesting about it is, so we're in Minneapolis, which is not a, they have a hub here, but it's not like a main hub. The main hub is in Kansas City for this market. So every car that is sold to Carvana in Minneapolis actually gets transported to Kansas City. There is where it gets evaluated. If they might even sell it to wholesale, or they're going to list it on their website based on the condition, based on the market, things like that. And from there, it could go anywhere in the country. So it's kind of a neat process. So locally in Minneapolis, they have like 20-some drivers. Approximately 12 of these little trucks are driving around picking up cars every day. And they're either picking up cars that people have sold or delivering cars people have bought. So vehicles are shipped in from the different hubs. Could be Chicago, Kansas City.
Are they just transported on that little truck?
No, they have over-the-road trucks that are going to the main places, and then the little guys that you see on the commercials are just for the local markets.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. So they get to the location, they get detailed, they get put on the truck, and they're either shipped out to you because you purchased the car, or they pick up the car from you, they start the documentation process for selling it, and away it goes to wherever the hub may be.
So it is arguably the easiest way to sell a car.
It is absolutely the fairest and easiest way to sell a car. They are completely changing the game in the automotive industry.
I'm interested to see what this does in the future. Like, is this just going to take over all dealers at some point?
Yeah, so you're obviously going to lose the face-to-face contact, but a lot of people don't like the dealership experience because it's
Which
annoying.
I would agree, I don't like it either.
Right.
You can get some really annoying salespeople.
People that aren't educated about the cars, people that take away from the experience of something that could be and should be exciting for a lot of people. Where this, you just sit in front of your computer, they show you the scratches, the dents, everything's up front.
They have a fantastic 3D thing. Yeah, I'm truly interested to see what the car gets listed for, if it does get listed. If it does,
my guess is it's not going to be as much as you think.
I'd assume it's only going to be like $2 grand more.
I don't even think it'll be that.
You don't?
No.
Okay, interesting. Whatever it is listed for, if it is listed, we will put in the description below this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really enjoyed our time with the Camry, and there's 2 new cars coming to the garage.
There is.
Very quickly.